because you spoke about your marriage, I mean, if you allow, I just wanted to ask you, because people say that behind every successful man there is a woman. So, and I heard in your case, I mean, I'm not sure it was some intercaste marriage or something. So,
100% true. Behind the success of every man, there's a woman. And behind the failure of every man, there's more than one.
That's a good one, actually.
So
that's a secret revealed, yeah.
So when I was selling books at my father's bookshop, so I used to go, with a bundle of books because, you see, we had a lot of imported books, and if the edition of the books is changed, then even the Raddiwala will not take the books because he will take out the cover, and a book which was $30 or $40 will sell for 2 rupees or 1 rupee. Right? The weight in paper, that's all. So I used to sell those books because every library used to get grants, and new colleges like Gargi College, Mata Sundari College, Vivekanand College, all these colleges got good grants because they had to furnish their library from scratch. So I used to sell books. So like they say, marriages are made in heaven, right? So I was going, and I was going on, this Irvin Road, which is now Asif Ali Road, and I just crossed this area where the Mata Sundari College was. Then I just got a flash that this is a new college and they have a new library, so let me go and visit them. So I turned my scooter and I went into the college, and normally men were not allowed in women's colleges, but to visit the library or the science laboratory, and for vendors and suppliers, it was allowed. So they allowed me to visit the library, and when I entered the library, I mean, I was friendly to a lot of girls in Delhi University. Our old university hostel was behind Miranda House office was behind Miranda House hostel. Being a president of Delhi University, I was very much in demand. I was not very handsome, but I was not bad to look at. So I had a lot of friends. But my God, when I entered, Mata Sundari College, as the name says, is a Bhanji type. So that is what I was expecting. But oh my God, what a woman I saw. One of the most beautiful women I'd seen in my life. And she was immaculately dressed. I still remember she had a pink sari, beautiful face, and a pink handkerchief stuck. And I was amazed. I was stunned. I visited so many libraries. I'd never seen such a beautiful librarian. So it was love at first sight. Seeing her was really such a delight that it was love at first sight. So I forgot about selling books. I always carried a bundle of books with me. But I tried to sell myself. So I said, "Excuse me, ma'am. My name is Subhash Goyal. I'm from General Book Depot." And he said, "But aren't you the president? Weren't you the president of Delhi University Students' Union?" I said, "Yes." So I said, "Do you know me from then?" She said, "No. I used to hate you." I said, "Why?" She said, "Every second day you were calling a strike, and the bus used to drop us instead of Morris Nagar to Mall Road, and I had to walk all the way to Hindu College, and I used to curse you."
What a reason to remember.
Because once one girl, you had come to the cafe and there was a commotion. We were having, coffee, and suddenly there was a commotion, and everyone, got stood up or got disturbed that president of Delhi University has come. So one of my friends, she said, come, I'll introduce you. And she said, "No, I'm not interested in meeting this man. He's a pain in the neck."
Okay.
So anyway, when I met her, I became friendly to her because she knew me. She became friendly. She was kind enough. She selected a lot of books. She also obliged me. Uh, then I went next day again, but she was not there. Another librarian was there. So I said, "Where is her maiden name was Chandu?" I said, "Where is Miss Chandu?" She said, "Oh, she's taking a class." I said, "Isn't she the librarian?" She said, "No, she's the professor of English." And that day, yesterday I was on leave, so she was officiating.
Acha.
It's a good luck. So I took it as a good luck. And again, to cut the long story short, we became friendly, and uh, then her father was looking for people to marry, and then I came to know. I said, "No, I must marry you." And then they said, "No, it's very difficult to convince my father." So I was taught that before doing any sales, I must do some market research. So I did research on her father. Her father, I mean, one Sikh, one Jat community, तो एक करेला ऊपर से नीम चढ़ा. ऊपर से he was a IAS officer. He was level of a joint secretary. He was manager shipping or director shipping in the Food Corporation of India. And when I did some research, I came to know that someone tried to bribe him with a gold pen, and he threw him out, and he cancelled his order. So I said, he's a very tough nut to crack. So I did a little more research. Those days we didn't have Google, so we had to go ourselves and talk to people and do some research. So I found out that her brother was studying in Delhi School of Economics. So I became friendly with him. I made him contest the election of Delhi School of Economics, made him the General Secretary of Delhi School of Economics. So he was on my side. Then she had lost a young brother in accident, and her mother was very depressed. So then I came to know they had joined Radha Swami Satsang, so I had started going to Satsang. Originally, I had gone to be friendly with the parents, but I was very impressed with the philosophy, and I also became their disciple. So I started going to their house. I came to know the story, how their brother died. So in order to change the mind of a mother, I bought them a small puppy. So it was very friendly, and so I was able to win over the mother. But the father was insisting that he will marry only in a Sikh family. So I went to propose, and by the time I had done a lot of cultivation, and that also is one chapter in my book, but I'll come to the end. That when I went to propose, I had done this research that the difference between a normal person and a Sikh is that whenever they have to commit a murder, they'll think 10 times. So I said, then what is the difference? He says a normal person will think 10 times before committing a murder. A Sikh will think 10 times after committing the murder. Because they are martial race, and they have been taught. They have I am the greatest admirer of Sikhism, and I follow Sikhism's teachings, Guru Granth Sahib's teaching in my life. So I have all respect for them, but they are martial. So I said, I love this girl, but I don't love her to give my life. So when she was in Kirti Nagar, and I had done a scouting and done the escape route, that I'll go and propose to her, but if he comes up with the sword to kill me, I will want to run. So I had a friend, Tyagi, who was the co-owner of Natraj Hotel near Kirti Nagar. So he had an open jeep. So I told him that I'm giving you the petrol, but keep the driver and the jeep started. So then I went to propose. So he said, look, he didn't even ask me to sit down. He said,
Ji.
how dare you in the, he shouted at me so hard that I started
Ji.
trembling. I was
Okay.
waiting that when the sword is coming out. He
Okay.
said, that's why you were being friendly with us and this, that. That's why you were coming to the house. This. Then he spoke for about 15, 20 minutes, half an hour. Until that time, he didn't ask me for a glass of water or ask me to sit down. Then I used my salesmanship. I said, what are you looking for in your daughter's, groom, husband? Say he should be educated. I said, what else? He should be financially strong. He should be able to support my daughter. She's already working as a lecturer, this, that, and all. So I said, look, I'm educated. I'm a gold medalist from Shriram College. I'm an MBA. I have a huge business of my father, and I'll be doing an independent business. So what is your issue? And I said, we love each other. And I could have eloped with her. I could have run away with her. But we are both educated. And we said, no, if we'll marry, we'll remain unmarried. Or if we marry, we'll marry with the consent of the parents. So that cooled him off a little bit.
Okay.
And he said, okay, I'll call my wife, you sit down. So before he asked me to sit down, that was after about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, I said, sir, please hold on. I went out and told that Jeep, switch off the engine. The petrol is getting wasted.
Okay, it's not
I knew I
required.
was in safe zone.
To run. Okay.
This is the story.